Welcome to the home of Peterbilt superfan Rick McClerkin. But Rick's sprawling San Jose manor is so much more.
Here's where the tour begins. This is my Peterbilt fantasy land. It's like a full-size HO train set with trucks.
Rick's shrine to Peterbilt is like a talking book, an extensive volume that covers trucking and Peterbilt history.
This legend was built in 1951 by Peterbilt. It was the first truck to have a 220 horsepower Cummins engine, big power back in the day. The wrecker unit has 3 big winches on it, and they were World War II surplus. It's a heavy duty truck. Yep, this is death row. This truck is pushing up daisies, so we're gonna let her do her thing. You hear that? That's a 1947 Peterbilt. It's my favorite truck. I've had this for almost 30 years, and I could get in it and go to New York right now. It starts every time. It never breaks down. There is such thing as good trucks and bad trucks. This truck is just amazing. And, this truck came from the Oakland Fire Department.
His collection of trucks even predates Peterbilt. Fagel Motors was the trucking factory that T.A. Peterman purchased and started the march to tradition and trucking glory.
Okay, we're gonna show you how easy this thing starts. 1918 was the year. And this is how we drive it. Going to work.
For Rick, living and growing up in the Bay Area allows him to appreciate the local trucking history a bit more. This is where it all began, back in 1939. As the first Peterbilt came off the line at the original factory in Oakland, California.
So Peterbilt was actually born in the area here. It was born in Oakland, California in 1939. Peterbilts are tough trucks. They were tough from the very beginning, and that heritage remains. They were built on the West Coast for logging operations in the very beginning, and I think they've maintained that strength throughout the years and that reputation.
One of the things that I fell in love with Rick, it was his passion for Peterbilt. And I mean, this guy is like a walking, talking encyclopedia of Peterbilt. He really knows his history, he really has passion, and I fell in love with that, the passion that he has for Peterbilt. And I've grown to love Peterbilt myself.
Rick's love of the Peterbilt brand is rooted in history, and his love of the truck is unconditional.
A lot of people realize that it goes beyond just sitting behind the steering wheel. I've had an amazing life. Peterbilt is an iconic brand, and that really helps everything. And then, of course, when I was young, Peterbilt was everything because I was looking out of the windshield of my father's truck, riding with him down the road, and if it wasn't a Peterbilt, it wasn't very interesting.